If you're waiting on a firearm owner's ID card or concealed carry applications in Illinois, you're far from alone. The current backlog is at least 200,000 applications long. In December, the head of the state police called the system antiquated, outdated, and inefficient. CBS2 investigator Megan Hickey looks at what needs to be done to fix it.
ISP's director says lawmakers will have to help fix the system, but passing bills to change the nearly 50-year-old FOID has proven difficult.
So you can show that, but it's not up to date.
Right.
Mokina resident Heather Miller has been waiting 13 months since early March 2020 before the lockdown to renew her concealed carry license.
There's nothing I can do about it. It's completely out of my control.
Illinois State Police issued emergency pandemic rules extending the validity of the cards, but Miller, who travels frequently, worries about what will happen out of state.
If something were to happen over there and I were to have to use the firearm, when the investigation starts, I can't show a valid license.
For months, the CBS2 investigators have been tracking the backlog surge in Illinois, which skyrocketed in June. Processing times for new FOID cards are currently 4 times longer than the 30 days required by law. This month, ISP's director voiced support for legislation that would consolidate the FOID and CCL card into a single card and allow the card to be digital. But anti-gun groups have already voiced concerns about making the process easier.
I think I only had 2 no votes, passed almost unanimously.
Republican Illinois State Senator Neil Anderson pushed legislation in 2018 to digitize the FOID card system. It passed through the Senate and then got held up in the House. He believes it's the first step to really tackling the backlog, but he'd like to take it even further. For 7 years in a row, he's proposed legislation to do away with the FOID system altogether, which he says is redundant because the federal government also requires instant background checks when a gun is purchased. But that bill has never gotten a hearing.
I want the public to be able to hear my arguments, and I want to hear the other side's arguments. I think that's how democracy works.
Now, ISP tells me the FOID and CCL backlog has decreased, and they attribute that to more hiring. That proposal to combine both of those cards, that would use Secretary of State addresses rather than requiring people to submit them separately. Megan Hickey for the CBS2 Investigators.